Oke, Bapak dan Ibu, halo, good morning, selamat pagi, salam sehat, salam sejahtera, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Baik, selamat datang di JIS Jakarta Intercultural School. Bapak Ibu akan menyaksikan sosialisasi dari program beasiswa Bhinneka Tunggal Ika dari JIS. Sebelumnya kita akan menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Mohon Bapak Ibu dan adik-adik sekalian berdiri. Baik, silahkan untuk duduk kembali. Oke, saya akan berdua hari ini. Oh, berlima ternyata dengan semua panitia BTI. Come on, Miss Kat.
Technical issues, Ibu.
Oke. Mungkin Bapak Ibu handphonenya bisa di silent terlebih dahulu ya, supaya nanti tidak mengganggu presentasi. Untuk toilet ada di sebelah kanan. Kami akan membawa sosialisasi ini dalam dua bahasa, sehingga untuk memudahkan Bapak Ibu juga untuk memahaminya.
Hang on a second. Alright, there we go.
Oke.
Still not. Pak Ryan, do you know how to fix this?
What's the problem?
It's not showing. I can see the top. It's okay? Yep. Is it? All right. Okay.
Okay. Miss Kat, your turn.
Welcome everybody to Jakarta Intercultural School. My name is Kathleen Nangkayan. I'm the Kepala TU of Jakarta Intercultural School.
Dan nama saya Dina Sekar Fusparati sebagai Kepala Program Pendidikan Indonesia. Kami di sini juga tidak hanya berdua, kami ada komite dari BTI, yaitu Bapak Joseph Tavares.
And of course we're very proud of the BTI program. And we know that you're here because you're interested in the Bhinneka Tunggal Ika Scholarship. So thank you very much for coming here, even though it was pouring rain this morning.
Ya, program BTI ini, oh tepuk tangan dulu.
Miss Kat, tepuk tangan. Sorry. We also want to thank everybody who's watching us today on YouTube.
Yes.
So we have a lot of people who've registered for this event. Hello everybody, I hope you're keeping warm and dry at home.
Okay, Bapak Ibu, yeah.
We want to talk about the scholarship,
yes,
right, Ibu Dina?
Yeah, the scholarship is actually a partnership between JIS and Dinas Pendidikan Provinsi DKI Jakarta. Jadi ini merupakan hasil kolaborasi antara JIS dengan Dinas Pendidikan Provinsi DKI di mana kami JIS ingin sekali berkontribusi untuk DKI dengan bagaimana meningkatkan kualitas pendidikan khususnya untuk DKI Jakarta dan untuk sekolah negeri. Jadi ini adalah hasil kerjasama kami.
And we're very proud of the scholarship. Ibu Dina and I and the BTI committee have been working for the scholarship committee for the last 5 years. And we have seen the growth of this program. We have seen how it has impacted the lives of our students. And so we are delighted to be here today on a Saturday to be with you. Of course, this is not just Ibu Dina and myself. There are other people involved in the program. It's actually very much embraced in the school, but the committee that's leading it is made up of these people.
Ini dia. Tadi saya sudah sempat memperkenalkan satu orang, ternyata sesinya di sini. Ada komite dari BTI, ada saya Dina, Ibu Kat, dan Miss Brittany Honey, or we call her Brittany. Hi.
Hello.
You should stand up, Brittany, so people can see you. Yeah, hello. And also we have Bapak Joseph Tavares, or we call him Pak Jo, as an academic and university advisor, penasehat akademis dan universitas. Dan ini dia yang ganteng, halo, Bapak Ryan Campbell. Bapak Ryan adalah wakil kepala sekolah SMA bidang kurikulum.
So we have our day jobs, we have our daily responsibilities in school, and we also spend a lot of time working with families for the BTI Scholarship Program, and with the students, of course.
Yes, ini dia. Ini adalah visi dan misi JIS. Mungkin kami tidak akan menjelaskan the whole of vision and mission, you may read by yourself. Tapi silahkan di paragraf pertama adalah yang salah satunya yang menginisiasi kami untuk membuat program BTI ini. For the first paragraph, kami bersemangat, ingin tahu dan kreatif belajar di Indonesia untuk menjadi yang terbaik for the world atau bagi dunia.
Right, and so our hope is that by being here today, by being interested in the scholarship, you already know some of the values that JIS has. You already know our misi dan visi, which is also on our website. You share those visions for yourself and for your children, and that's why you're here today. So again, thank you for coming, and we're excited to share more information with you about the BTI Scholarship and about Jakarta Intercultural School.
Yes, jadi Bapak Ibu, sekali lagi selamat datang di JIS. Mari kita mulai sosialisasi BTI.
So what is the Bhinneka Tunggal Ika Scholarship? What makes it so exciting? What makes it so special? On the screen, you can see what are some of the benefits, or what are some of the things that you receive, our scholars receive with the scholarship. Every year, we choose up to 3 scholars who will be part of JIS. And then on the screen, you can see what JIS provides.
Baik, saya akan jelaskan satu persatu ya Bapak dan Ibu bagaimana penerimaan dari program beasiswa ini. Yang pertama, setiap tahun kami membuka kesempatan untuk 3 orang. Tapi tidak harus 3 dalam setahun diterima. Bisa jadi hanya 1 kalau kebetulan hanya 1 yang masuk ke kriteria kami. Berikutnya adalah beasiswa ini mengcover semua school fee atau SPP hingga anak ini lulus. Jadi misalnya anak ini diterima di kelas 9, ya dari kelas 9 sampai kelas 12 tidak ada bayaran sama sekali. Lalu juga di cover yaitu transportasi. Karena itu kami membukanya hanya Jabodetabek, karena cover dari transportasi itu hanya mewakili Jabodetabek, di mana ini adalah sponsorship dari Bluebird. Jadi nanti dari rumah ke sekolah, sekolah ke rumah akan ada transportasi yang disediakan, baik berupa school bus kalau memang ada rute ke sana, atau kalau tidak ada rute ke sana maka akan disediakan semacam voucher untuk naik taksi Bluebird. Yang ketiga adalah makan. Jadi kami juga mendapat sponsor dari Sodexo sehingga nanti anak-anak akan dapat plafon dalam 1 tahun ya. Misalnya contoh 2 juta setahun, maka anak-anak itu harus mengatur dalam 1 tahun bagaimana nanti untuk membeli makanan di Sodexo hanya di kantin JIS selama 1 tahun. Nanti tahun berikutnya akan di top up. Lalu yang ketiga adalah tadi sudah ketiga, ya berikutnya adalah jika ada kesempatan mengikuti kompetisi di luar negeri, baik itu dari mungkin pemerintahan atau dari JIS-nya, di mana anak Bapak Ibu mewakili JIS terpilih, maka akomodasi akan dibiayai oleh JIS. Dan yang kelima adalah ini yang paling utama dan memang menjadi kelebihan JIS, yaitu Bapak Jo dan juga Bapak Ryan akan membantu anak-anak ini untuk bagaimana mendapatkan beasiswa lagi di kampus luar negeri. Tidak harus di luar negeri sih, di dalam negeri juga ada. Kami telah bekerja sama dengan beberapa universitas di Indonesia, UI, ITB, dan yang swasta yaitu BINUS, Sampurna Academy, dan juga UPH.
I think that's what makes one of the things JIS very unique is the support that we give for university applications, because we actually have a large team of academic counselors that help our students think about the pathways that they want to go, where they want to go for university, what they want to do. So from the minute they set foot on JIS, those are some of the things that we are already working with your children to determine or to figure out what their future is going to look like and how a JIS education can help them with that.
Ya, jadi begitu anak Bapak Ibu berhasil mendapatkan beasiswa ini, Bapak Jo akan dari situ mendampingi anak-anak ini hingga mendapatkan universitas dalam negeri maupun luar negeri. Nilainya pun akan dikontrol dan dimonitor terus. Jika ada naik turunnya, maka nanti Bapak Jo akan mengkomunikasikan kepada anak maupun nanti kepada orang tua.
But of course, you know, when you go to school, it's not just studying, right? Like when you think about your experience in high school, there were a lot of things that wasn't just about learning. You also enjoyed the company of friends. You also enjoyed the activities that you did. You remember the campus. I remember the campus that I went to, the chairs where we hung out, the trees that we loved staying under during break times. And that's the same with the JIS experience as well. Today you're going to see our wonderful campus, but we also want to show you now through the next video what it looks like in action when there are students on it.
Oke Bapak Ibu, sekolah kan gak hanya belajar aja. Kita lihat dulu bagaimana kampus JIS ya. Silahkan, Miss Kat.
Okay, I'm going to try this.
Kita akan lihat bagaimana lingkungan di JIS di dalamnya sebelum nanti kita skulptur.
And that's it. So, again, we're excited to show you the campus in action, but now Ibu Dina and I would like to call on Mr. Ryan Campbell on stage to talk to you more about the student life at JIS.
Oke, Bapak Ryan silahkan.
Well, it's great seeing all of you here today. You just saw in that video there some of the incredible opportunities you'll have if you join us at JIS. Just come with me now for a second. You can see here the heart of our campus, the Dragon Fountain there. And soon, after this presentation, you'll be doing a tour and you'll get to see the whole campus yourself. But for now, I just want you to visualize, imagine you're at JIS and some of the opportunities, both in terms of academics, activities, and sport that are open to you. Right now, we have BTI scholars with our community or in our community, and they take part in an incredible variety of activities. You'll hear more about that later, but here are some highlights to think about for now. Everything from journalism, creative arts, technology. As you probably saw in the video, we have a fully equipped robotics lab, we've got fully equipped workshops. We really do have a lot of opportunities for everyone, depending on what your personal line of interest is. Oh, let's see if I can get that to work. But for the parents among you, I know it's about more than just activities. It's also about knowing that if your child comes to JIS and joins our community, they will have the opportunity to do rigorous academics that are accredited and recognized world over. So let me talk about that now. Maybe not quite as exciting as sports and robotics, but crucial to part of everyone's education. So starting, sorry, it's gone a bit too fast there. If we can go back a bit, oh well. Yeah, can we just go on to there? Perfect. So starting with accreditation, we are a fully accredited school, both nationally and internationally. We have Council of International Schools, and our high school diploma is fully recognized exactly as if an American high school diploma would be by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. So that gives you the security that our curriculum is fully world class. Let's look a bit more at our curriculum now. Can we move on the slide, please? This isn't working too well. Thank you. We have the national curriculum through the Ministry of Education. We have the IB diploma program. Excitingly, from next year, we'll be offering the IB career-related program for those of you who have a clear direction in mind. And of course, the AP capstone diploma recognized through College Board from America. All of these curriculums are recognized by the very best universities throughout the world.
Ryan, can I add for the national curriculum a little bit? So Bapak Ibu, ketika Bapak Ryan menyebutkan ada kurikulum nasional, itu bukan semua mata pelajaran ya. Hanya 3 mata pelajaran, yaitu Bahasa Indonesia, PPKN atau Pendidikan Pancasila, dan Agama. Ini sesuai dengan peraturan pemerintah bahwa sekolah seperti JIS, kita biasa menyebutnya SPK, Satuan Pendidikan Kerjasama atau Sekolah Internasional, hanya mewajibkan 3 mata pelajaran untuk warga negara Indonesia di sekolah seperti JIS. Dan ini berlaku di seluruh Indonesia. Jadi kurikulum nasionalnya hanya 3, Bahasa Indonesia, Pendidikan Agama, dan PPKN atau Pancasila.
So let's have a look at some of those courses we have on offer. Because one thing we're very proud of here is that sheer variety of courses. Starting with English, we have courses going from creative writing, that's a JIS course, all the way up to those AP and IB language courses. Mathematics, depending on your interest, we've got everything from pre-calculus to statistics. Again, following that range from JIS courses all the way up to those externally recognized courses. Moving on. Science, we have a wide variety of science, fully equipped science labs, and social studies, an incredible variety there as well. So really, depending on what your interests are, your curriculum will be different. Because student choice and student interests and student academic passions are a huge part of what studying at JIS is all about. There is no one route through our curriculum. It's very driven by your choices and your interests. Moving on. Modern languages and, of course, creative arts. We have a wide variety of modern languages and creative arts. Whatever your passions are, we have opportunities there for you. And we'll be talking more about those later. On top of our physical education curriculum, where we have, again, an incredible amount of choice, everything from adventure education to fitness for life to adventure leadership, yoga. We have an incredible amount of choices there for you. We also have those additional courses, such as the IB diploma, which is recognized globally, and the AP capstone diploma, which is another diploma option, but through the College Board from America. I think we've covered this already, I think. Over to you.
So Bapak Ibu tadi sedikit saya jelaskan tentang kurikulum, bahwa ini dia 3, tapi sebelumnya juga tadi Bapak Ryan menjelaskan tentang kurikulum yang ada di IB, karena JIS bekerja sama dengan IB untuk program SMA-nya. Jadi selain dari 3 ini yang wajib, sebenarnya untuk bahasa Indonesia pun di kelas 11-12 merupakan kolaborasi antara kurikulum nasional dengan IB Indonesia. Jadi nanti targetnya akan berbeda dengan kurikulum nasional, yaitu targetnya sedikit lebih sulit karena memang standarnya harus internasional. Tapi itu untuk memudahkan anak-anak Bapak Ibu ketika nanti mendaftar kuliah di luar negeri karena standarnya sudah disamakan. Lalu pilihan-pilihan mata pelajaran yang disampaikan oleh Pak Ryan tadi adalah pilihan yang bisa dipilih oleh anak Bapak Ibu, meskipun ada yang wajib, ada juga yang pilihan, seperti tadi seni. Jadi Bapak Ibu bisa memilih, tapi memilihnya itu pun harus disesuaikan dengan kemampuan anak. Nanti disitulah peranan Bapak Jo dan kawan-kawan sebagai penasehat akademik untuk memberikan arahan jika nanti takutnya salah pilih. Karena khawatir nanti kemampuannya tidak sampai di situ. Tadi matematika aja pilihannya banyak. Jadi kalau kita di kurikulum nasional mungkin matematika ya matematika, fisika ya fisika. Tapi kalau di sini itu IPA pun pilihannya beberapa, IPS pun pilihannya beberapa, silahkan nanti disesuaikan dengan minat dari anak Bapak Ibu, minat dan tentu saja kemampuan. Lalu tadi sudah jelaskan 3 tadi ya, bahasa Indonesia, makanya kami menulisnya bahasa dan sastra karena memang sesuai dengan IB Indonesia juga. Lalu ada PPKN dan agama, dan tadi ANBK, mungkin Bapak Ibu sudah tahu ya, nanti di kelas 11 wajib untuk siswa WNI mengerjakan survei ANBK karena ini nanti berkaitan dengan rapor pendidikan sekolah. Nanti kan yang dinilai bukan siswanya tapi sekolahnya yang akan dievaluasi melalui rapor pendidikan. Dan OSN yang tentu saja kami membuka seluas-luasnya peluang dari anak-anak terutama yang mendapatkan beasiswa untuk membawa harum nama JIS. Kami sudah ada yang berhasil memenangkan OSN sampai ke level provinsi dan mewakili Indonesia di luar negeri memenangkan medali perunggu di Singapura dan di negara Eropa lainnya, sehingga kami bangga sekali. Dan sekarang kami terus memotivasi anak-anak untuk ayo bawa nama JIS ya, supaya kita harum dan bisa mengikuti OSN berhasil.
So let's sum up so far. We've got 2 main points for you to take away before I introduce Mr. Tavares. The first one is we have a fully internationally recognized curriculum, and the second, an incredible amount of choice. I'm now going to introduce Mr. Tavares, who's going to talk about where that choice can take you into life beyond JIS.
Ya, silakan Bapak Jo.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you again for joining us. One of the things that I think you'll find about our school is that almost 100% of our students will go on to university. And so what's very important for us is that we help students and families with the university process. And so what I'll talk about for a few minutes is just about how that process might work for students who come to our school. So first of all, what I will say is that there are many different universities out there, and we're proud of all of the opportunities that our students go to after. And so in this next slide, you're going to see just a little bit of a kind of information about where our students are going. So if we can go to that next slide. So if you think about the students who graduated from our school in June of this past year, they actually were accepted to over 200 different universities. So those students are going to universities here in Indonesia. Our students are going to countries all around the world, whether it's universities in Japan, in Singapore, in Canada, in America, or the UK. We take that idea of students wanting to be best for the world very seriously, and we want to help our students on their journey to different countries. And so what I will just say to you is that if you come to JIS as a BTI scholar, you join all other students on their journey as they consider options, and you will be working with somebody at our school to really help you and your family look at what are some university options. We know that in certain countries, universities can be very expensive. And so we really work with your family to help you find university options that are either affordable or might have scholarship opportunities. And so that's what I just want to talk a little bit about generally about the university process. On this next slide, what you'll see is just the BTI Scholar Program has had alumni now, students who, similar to you today, joined us when they were in grades 9 or 10, and then graduated from our school. And then they went to university. And so we're very proud of our students who are BTI alumni who have gone on to study at universities in Canada, in Europe, and here in Indonesia, as well as in Asia. So I hope that by just getting a sense of where some of our BTI Scholar alumni are going after JIS, it can help you begin to appreciate the idea of coming to JIS for a few years, finishing your high school education, and then using that education to allow you to access universities around the world. So again, we're very proud of our BTI alumni in wherever they go after JIS, but wanted to highlight that as well. Ibu Dina, maybe you can talk about that. Yep.
Baik Bapak Ibu, jika Bapak Ibu tadi lihat slide sebelumnya, yaitu lulusan terakhir yang tahun 21-22 ya, kalau sekarang 22-23, lulusan kami sudah tersebar di 15 negara, tetapi jangan takut bahwa di kampus Indonesia pun ada yang masuk di situ. Jadi hampir 95% memang memilih kuliah di luar negeri dan mereka diterima. Nah, kalau ini adalah hasil dari program beasiswa. Kami sudah mempunyai 3 lulusan yang sudah diterima di luar negeri. Ini adalah universitasnya, satu ada di Toronto, satu di Anglo-American University, yaitu di Republik Ceko, yang satu di Kanada, Toronto, dan yang satu awalnya ia diterima di ITB melalui jalur prestasi. Tapi kemudian ternyata anak ini juga mencoba mencari beasiswa di Tokyo dan diterima. Jadi setelah memulai di ITB, kemudian mendapatkan berita bahwa ia diterima full beasiswa penuh, akhirnya anak ini memilih untuk kemudian pindah ke Tokyo. Jadi 3 lulusan yang sudah yang merupakan hasil dari program beasiswa ini sudah berhasil kuliah sekarang di luar negeri. Jadi Bapak Ibu, mudah-mudahan anak Bapak Ibu menjadi salah satu yang sama seperti ini ya. Tangan dulu, amin.
So we've talked a little bit about the curriculum. And we've talked about where the curriculum can take you in life beyond JIS. But there's another crucial part to studying at JIS and at life beyond JIS. That's something we're very, very proud of. And you can sum it up in one word: community. You'll hear a lot of talk about community at JIS. Not just while you're at JIS, but also after JIS. So we're going to talk a little bit now about some of those alumni and some of that network you'll be introduced to when you're at JIS. For example, some of our Indonesian alumni. We've got Member of Parliament Dia Esti there. And who likes Gojek? Anyone use GoFood? I do. Well, the co-founder of Gojek was also JIS alumni. But it's not just Indonesia's it's not just that Indonesian network, although that's a crucial part of being at JIS. We're a proud Indonesian school of over 70 years, but it's that international network you'll make as well. So for example, professional golfer Danny Mazrin is a JIS alumni, and Senator Tammy Duckworth from the United States. So that's that idea of community, which is a really crucial part of being at JIS. To give you some more examples of that, I'm going to introduce 3 very special young people who are going to talk a bit more about JIS.
Baik, tadi adalah alumni JIS. Sebelumnya ada sekarang menjadi anggota parlemen dari Partai Gerindra, yaitu Mbak Esti tadi. Kemudian ada co-founder Gojek, siapa yang nggak tahu. Malah sekarang saya dengar sudah menjadi salah satu CEO GoTo ya, si Mas Kevin tadi. Nah, kemudian ini adalah siswa kami yang sekarang masih aktif. Akan menjelaskan sesuatu. Ada Angelica, ada Kayla atau biasa dipanggil kakak, dan ada Ahmad dengan rambutnya yang khas banget. Please.
So I think Pa Ryan has questions. No? Okay, go on.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Angelica. I'm currently in 11th grade right now. And I'm going to talk about the academics at JIS and how is it different from my previous school. Okay, some of the things that I'm going to cover has already been covered by Mr. Campbell, but I'm just going to give you from my perspective, a student perspective. So at JIS, we have a lot of classes ranging from science, creative arts, and also social sciences. And it is very, very interesting. It's very different from my previous school because we can choose whatever we want, what we're passionate about. And I personally not a science student. I'm more into social studies. So I have the flexibility to choose whatever I want. And I mean, yes, there are several classes that is mandatory for you to take, but you have the options to take what you're passionate about. For me, I personally like about economics, so I take economics and also business as my higher level in IB class. Not only that, I was also a bit confused at first because I'm not really sciencey and I'm not really good at math. And in here, we actually have different level of maths. We have math foundations, and then we have the normal math, and then we also have honors math. If you're planning to do arts or you realize that you're not really good at math, you can choose math foundations if you are in 9th and 10th grade. And then if you want to do like economics, social studies, you can choose the normal math or math 1 and math 2. And then if you want to do science like Kaka, you can choose honors math. The difference that in honors math, you're gonna cover a lot more content, and it's also very, very fast in terms of the pace. But academic is not just about classes. In here, we also have National Honor Society, which is a community. It's a bunch of students that are good in like academic, and they were gonna help you with if you're struggling with your academic. You can book a session, you can book a tutoring, and then they can help you with that. And nonetheless, we also have like Scientific Honor Society. We also have Mual Patera, which is Math Honor Society. If you're really good at math, you can join Mual Patera. And then if you're passionate about scientific research, I personally like research, and I joined the Sigma Xi National Honor Society, in which we can learn more about research. But I mean, studying at JIS is not just about academic. You also have another things like club, service club, activities and sport, and also the community at JIS. So my friend is going to talk about it.
Thank you, Angelica, for the opportunity. So, hi everyone. My name is Kayla Pandego, but he already told me that my nickname is actually Kaka. So I'm gonna be talking about how community at JIS is actually, because maybe it can be as concern to some of the parents where they are want to take their children in here because they're afraid that their children is not gonna be becoming part of community. They're gonna be hard to make a friend. But I can tell you and I can assure you that that is completely a mistake. So because in here is a really open community where everyone is accepted. And there is a lot of opportunities to make friends as well. So for example, every time there is like each block, we call it as a block for each subject that we take at that day. So for example, in Monday, I have 5 blocks, which means I have 5 different subjects, and each of them is gonna be last around 70 minutes. And in that 70 minutes, not just gonna be all about lectures, not all about just teacher gonna be talked to straight to 70 minutes, but they also gonna be have a chance for everyone to discuss with their friend, with their peers, and at that moment, that's a perfect time to start having a friend as a new student, because I also did that as well. And also, whenever there is a new student coming to JIS, we have a club called Dragon Buddies, which is gonna be consist of student at JIS, and their duty itself or their responsibility is gonna be make the people or the new student at JIS gonna be as their new friends, or make them as a being part of community. So they're gonna be help you through transition and help you if you have some kind of question that might be still in your mind. So for example, like how subject works, how can I get better in this school, etc. They able to answer that for you. And so yeah, I mean, even student in here, teacher, and everyone in here is gonna be help new student to being part of our community, because this is our first principle at school, being learn for Indonesia to best for the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kaka. Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. My name is Ahmad. I am from grade 11, like same as them. And today I'm going to talk to you about clubs and activities in JIS. But before, so that you all know who I am, so once I get out, you can say hi to me or whatever. Budina said I have a distinct curly hair, so you can just like spot me whenever. But yeah, I'm going to talk about clubs and activities, which we have a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. So A to Z, you name it, we got it. We got everything. And there is a lot of options for you to join based on your interests. For example, I am particularly interested in the creative arts. So right off the bat, when I got into JIS, I joined the High School Musical right away, the production last year, which was in the Heights. I don't know if you're familiar with that musical. And I got the opportunity to submit for IAS's film last year. Didn't get in, but I tried anyways. It was a really grueling but interesting process. But aside from that, JIS is, like Kaka said, it's also very, very community oriented. We have clubs, you know, focusing on service. So for example, my club, I joined a club called Bus and Move, which is a service club dedicated to teaching kids through dance, because, you know, it coincides with my interests with the creative arts, performing arts, therefore Bus and Move, dance. And yeah, I feel like I see clubs, honestly, as like this opportunity of just like seeing new people, meeting new people outside of class, because if you stick with like that, you know, like that particular circle, you're never gonna get out there. You're never gonna connect with other people that are, you know, like-minded, you know, have the same interests as you. And I feel like that is really, really the best thing about having, you know, activities in service club, is that you can really find a community that really suits you, and therefore, like Aga said, we're bonding the community. This is an effort that just makes us closer as a whole. And aside from that, I want to talk about athletics, aside from activities and services club. So recently, me and Kaka are actually trying out for the track team, which is, if you get in, like they've explained before, you'll get into IASs, and that will give you the opportunity to travel internationally. So yeah, look out for those opportunities, make use of those. Clubs are a good thing. Thank you.
Maybe we can share one word. Like, what do you think, in one word, what JIS for you? For me, it's extraordinary.
It's vibrant.
For me, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. That's for me.
One word.
Growing.
Thank you, everyone.
One word, Ahmad.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our wonderful students. You always are an asset. It's really hard. It's really hard to follow up when students talk, right? Bagus sekali mereka. Thank you, guys. So, I'm sure you're excited. I'm sure you're thinking about your own children and thinking about all the wonderful things that they do. And you're wondering, how can my child be the next scholar at JIS? So Ibu Dina and I will now explain to you what are we looking for and how do you apply for the scholarship.
Baik Bapak Ibu, mungkin ini yang paling penting untuk diketahui ya, bagaimana atau apa kriteria untuk bisa mendapatkan beasiswa dari JIS. Number one, academics. Karena nanti akan ada juga tes-tes untuk masuk dan pasti yang kami terima tentunya secara akademik cukup kuat. Dan yang kedua adalah
But before that, I just want to add, right? So with academics, Angelica shared earlier, you don't have to be good at everything.
Yes.
You have to just know what you're interested in, and you have to be a hardworking student. I know how hard Angelica works at school. I know how hard each of our children work here at school. Just like all of our JIS students do the same, right? So what Angelica was saying is that here at JIS, we don't celebrate just those that have all A stars. We celebrate all students who try hard and do their best to get value out of their education, to contribute well to the class.
Jadi tidak harus bagus di semua, tapi bekerja keras dan juga sesuaikan dengan minat dari anak-anak semua.
Right. And then of course,
able to study in English. Jadi tidak harus bisa bahasa Inggris mungkin sebagus Bapak Joe, sebagus Bapak Ryan, atau seperti Miss Cat, tapi anak-anak mampu mengikuti pelajaran dalam bahasa Inggris. Karena nantinya kan selain 3 mapel dari kurikulum nasional, kurikulum dari IB-nya menggunakan semua dalam bahasa Inggris, sehingga diharapkan mampu mengikuti pelajaran dalam bahasa Inggris.
And if there are students whose English is not quite there yet, we have support for those students. We offer English as an additional language, as a support class. We actually have students from 65 countries, 65 negeri.
65 kebangsaan.
Yeah, kebangsaan. And so you can imagine some people are not proficient in English, but then again, we have support for that. So for our Bhinneka Tunggal Ika scholarships, we are looking for someone who can learn in English, but the English doesn't have to be perfect.
Ya, jadi nanti ada juga semacam tambahan, kursus tambahan jika nanti kami lihat anak ini mungkin belum sampai pada titik standar dalam kemampuan bahasa Inggrisnya, akan dibantu kursus meningkatkan kemampuan bahasa Inggrisnya.
And then leadership potential. You met some of our student leaders today, Kaka, Angelica, Ahmad, and we are looking for students who can take on leadership roles. So whether that be in creative arts or sports or academics, it's up to the student, but we do want students who will be out there and who will be involved in the community.
Ya, jadi kami ingin melihat mereka yang mendapatkan beasiswa ini adalah mereka yang mempunyai jiwa kepemimpinan. Nanti kami akan lihat mungkin selain misalnya ketua OSIS atau ketua klub atau nggak harus ketua juga, tapi kami akan gali itu nantinya dalam sisi interview misalnya. Lalu yang berikutnya community minded adalah kami ingin nanti yang menerima beasiswa itu adalah mereka yang bukan orang-orang egois, tapi yang mau memanfaatkan kemampuannya untuk membantu masyarakat di sekitarnya. Sehingga community minded ya, berpikiran untuk masyarakat bagaimana saya bermanfaat, itu yang juga akan kami gali dari anak-anak ini.
And then the next point over there is a strong home-school partnership. So this is why we're very excited, we're delighted that you're here today, because we want parents who will be actively involved in their children's education. We want you to understand what the JIS education is about. We want you to be there and share with us, celebrate your children's successes, talk to us about challenges so that together we can support your child. We want you to share in our vision of being best for the world. Not best in the world, best
yes.
for the world.
For the world. Jadi Bapak Ibu, kami ingin juga nantinya yang terpilih pemenangnya adalah mereka yang juga memiliki orang tua atau wali murid yang mau bekerja sama dengan sekolah. Karena kalau tidak kerjasama nanti kasihan anaknya. Sehingga salah satu poin adalah strong home or school partnership. And the last one is
the most exciting part,
yes.
right? The X factor.
X factor.
So, you know, when we talk about the X factor, people always ask us, apa itu X factor
Apa ya?
Ibu Dina? Do you know the show X Factor from the UK? Where you show your talents?
Ajang pencari bakat.
Yeah. So, it's something like that for us here at JIS because, like we said earlier, a good scholar is not just someone with very high grades. A good scholar is not just someone who can play, you know, basketball or who can swim the fastest or who can sing the best, but there is something about that student that demonstrates that they want to be best for the world. There's something about that student that shows they want to get even better at what they do. They want to be part of bigger things. So when we talk about the X factor, to me, it just tells us that we're not looking for the finished product. We're not looking for the one who is best of the best now. We're looking for someone who has the potential to keep growing, to keep improving, who wants to contribute to society,
Yes.
who wants to be part of a bigger community like JIS. And so for us, that's the X factor. And they demonstrate it in so many different ways.
Ya, jadi X factor itu macam-macam bentuknya Bapak Ibu ya. Mungkin Miss Kat X factornya adalah pandai membuat kue. Ya, very nice. You should try. Yes, you should. Oh, they want to try.
Next
oh,
time.
Okay, not now.
You come to the activity day, I'll give you kue.
Ya, itu salah satu contoh X factor. Kemudian kalau saya nggak boleh dikasih mic, ngomong aja nanti. Ini saya gini-giniin terus sama Pak Jo. Jangan kebanyakan ngomong katanya. Karena they said I'm good in public speaking. Tapi itu semua pasti anak-anak ini punya X factornya masing-masing. Dan itu yang kami ingin nanti anak-anak perlihatkan kepada kami. Di mana nanti salah satunya kan ada pas pendaftaran ada yang namanya video. Nanti kami akan jelaskan berikutnya, tapi itu salah satu media untuk anak-anak nanti memperlihatkan apa sih X factornya.
Right.
Kurang lebih seperti itu.
And so today, you guys have demonstrated your X factor. You braved the rain, you braved traffic,
Yeah.
you're here today. That's a big X factor for you already.
Udah mau susah-susah kesini dengan hujan yang begitu
Yeah.
deras ya, mau bangun pagi, tengah-tengahnya hujan, tetap kesini on time.
And so
itu udah X factor.
Right, so we're excited to see, we're excited to meet your children. We really want to receive your applications. And so together we can go on this journey to find the next Bhinneka Tunggal Ika scholar.
Oke. So, ini dia prosesnya Bapak Ibu, proses pendaftaran dan juga seleksi. Ini mungkin juga yang terpenting selain tadi kriteria yang harus dipenuhi. Pertama adalah pendaftaran form pendaftaran, kemudian video yang tadi saya jelaskan. Nanti ada pertanyaan, tapi dijawab melalui video about 2 minutes.
Yeah, so there's a question that we ask, and then you film yourself responding to the question. Just use, everybody's on TikTok now, so pretend you're doing a TikTok video and answer the JIS video essay. And then share it with us.
Not with the dance, yeah? Not the TikTok
no
dance.
No dancing involved, but you can if you want. Maybe that's their X factor, Ibu Dina.
Oh, maybe inappropriate one.
Yeah.
Oke, and then yang ketiga adalah rekomendasi kepala sekolah. Itu formnya sudah disediakan juga, jadi nanti Bapak Ibu tinggal download aja, lalu mungkin diisi dan diserahkan kepada kepala sekolahnya bahwa anak ini ingin mengikuti program seleksi BTI dari JIS. Nanti jika dari sesi pertama anak Bapak Ibu lolos melalui seleksi itu, baru nanti akan diundang ke sesi kedua, kita menyebutnya activity day. Nanti di situ akan ada 3 tes ya, English, Math, and Writing test, dan juga akan dilakukan interview untuk anak-anaknya. Ini sesi kedua, activity day. Lalu berikutnya, jika lulus, jadi sistemnya sistem gugur ya Bapak Ibu ya, sistem gugur. Jika lolos di sini, baru akan diundang kembali di activity day 2. Nah di sini sama akan ada tes lagi, tapi tes yang berbeda dari yang kedua, tapi tetap ada tes tertulis walaupun kita computer based. Lalu interview lagi anaknya dan kali ini orang tuanya pun kami interview.
Ibu Dina, can I just share?
Yes.
So with the test, remember we're not looking for the best and the highest score.
Yes.
But we're looking for like a
Average.
yeah, like not average, but
What
we're
is that?
looking for
The global
a complete
one?
picture, right? So when you take the test, we also have conversations with you through an interview. You also have activities where you work with other children so you can demonstrate your leadership. So it's not just one, the test is not a pass or fail test, but it is just one of the many points that we look at when we think about who can be the next scholar.
Ya, jadi nanti melalui interview kami akan lihat baik orang tua maupun anak tadi ya, X factor-nya, leadership potential-nya, kemudian community minded-nya ada nggak di situ. Jika anak ini mungkin tesnya bagus, tapi kemudian ketika kita interview kami tidak menemukan yang X factor-nya dan community minded-nya, bisa jadi kami tidak luluskan. Jadi tidak satu-satunya akademik itu adalah pertimbangan, tapi gambaran besar dari profil anak ini kan, karena kami ingin profilnya seperti yang dicita-citakan dari program ini.
And then with the second activity day, we also invite parents for a conversation because we want to make sure that we are on the same page. Jelas ya, semua jelas, then we have the same understanding, we have the same goals. For example, it might be the parent's goal for their child to go to Harvard, which is every parent's goal, I think. But for us, the goal is for the child to get to the best university for them. So maybe it's not Harvard, maybe it's UI because they want to go to medicine, or maybe it's somewhere else because they want to do dance and theater, right? So we have to be on the same page. We have to be supportive of the child.
Betul, jadi interview dengan orang tua adalah kita menyamakan persepsi dulu, supaya kita nanti jalannya enak. Selain itu juga kami juga ingin menggali pandangan Bapak Ibu tentang program ini dan apa sih sebenarnya harapan Bapak Ibu terhadap anaknya di program ini. Supaya jadi kami juga memahami persepsi dari Bapak Ibu dan juga kami memberikan masukan mengenai persepsi kami. Jangan nanti di tengah jalan ada gesekan-gesekan, itu yang kami hindari. Itulah kenapa kami memerlukan interview orang tua.
And then with the last step.
Last one.
Yes, so maybe you want to explain it?
Yes, home visit. Home visit ini tidak perlu dilakukan ke semua anak sebenarnya. Jadi contoh soal, kita ada misalnya finalis 4 orang. Tidak berarti biasanya kan saya yang melakukan home visit, tidak berarti 4-4-nya akan saya kunjungi. Mungkin salah satu atau salah 2. Yang kita rasakan kayaknya perlu deh kita melakukan home visit. Home visit untuk apa sih? Saya tidak melihat apakah harus keluarganya, rumahnya harus yang susah atau yang rumahnya tidak layak, bukan. Tapi kami ingin melihat apakah anak ini punya ruangan yang layak untuk belajar, punya koneksi internet yang cukup, karena kan nanti kami banyak menggunakan teknologi dalam pembelajaran. Dan kami nanti kan akan melihat anak ini banyak tugasnya, jadi pastikan ruangannya layak, tidak bising. Lalu kemudian lingkungan di sekelilingnya, di rumahnya nyaman nggak? Apakah orang tuanya memang menunjukkan dukungan terhadap anaknya. Jadi lebih kepada bagaimana lingkungan di rumahnya mendukung anak ini belajar. Itu tujuan dari home visit.
And that the part 4 is also very important because the scholarship is not just an academics and it's not just based on academics, it's not just based on the student, but there's also a financial need component to that as well. So if there is a family who can actually afford to go to JIS, then we would not give the scholarship to that family, but we're also looking for families who don't have the financial means. I mean, we're all, we could be comfortable in your life, but you might not have the disposable income to support the JIS tuition fees. And so that's the type of family that we are looking at. And so that is why there is a financial background check as well for parents.
Iya, pemeriksaan keuangan adalah kami akan meminta nanti laporan pajak dari Bapak Ibu. Tapi ini bukan untuk memastikan, lagi-lagi saya ulangi, bukan untuk memastikan harus yang dari mohon maaf keluarga miskin, bukan. Tapi kami hanya ingin memastikan bahwa walaupun mungkin orang tuanya misalnya dosen atau pegawai negeri yang cukup pendapatannya, tapi mungkin memang tetap tidak bisa untuk di JIS. Jadi kurang lebih hanya pemeriksaan untuk memastikan bahwa memang ini layak untuk menjadi siswa JIS melalui program ini. Kemudian yang berikutnya is the interview with the JIS head of school.
Kepala sekolah, because the kepala sekolah is actively involved in selecting the scholar as well. Okay.
Cukup jelas ya Bapak Ibu ya, mudah-mudahan cukup jelas prosesnya.
Alright,
right,
so
and this is the timeline.
This is the timeline. The deadline is March 5. Jadi ada 2-3 minggu ya.
Yes, sekarang ya.
Who has submitted an application?
Siapa yang sudah mendaftar?
Yay! Thank you so much for submitting an application. Okay, if you have not submitted an application, we're going to talk.
Okay.
And then on May 15, we will announce the scholar. So it is a long process because we do want to make sure that the scholar who joins the school is the best fit, is the best candidate. And so there is a long process for selecting.
Jadi dari 5 Maret hingga 15 Mei seleksi yang tadi dilihat dari nomor 2 ya Bapak Ibu ya, nomor 2, nomor 3 sampai ke nomor 4. Jadi kalau setelah tanggal 5 Maret ya siap-siap saja nanti melalui email akan kami kirimkan undangan untuk mengikuti activity day 1 yang tadi ya, tes-tes tadi dan juga interview untuk siswa. Siap-siap.
Right, so and then hopefully one of you, 2 of you, 3 of you will join us on August 9 for the first day of school as a BTI scholar.
Yeah. Ya, jadi mudah-mudahan nanti kita ketemu ya di tanggal 9 Agustus hari pertama sekolah di JIS untuk tahun ajaran 2023-2024. Kami memulainya di bulan Agustus. Dan
sebentar.
Oh, masih sebentar.
We're going to do an activity, Ibu.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Please.
So, everybody, I want you all to stand up.
Stand up dulu.
Stand up.
Okay.
Put your hand in your pocket. Put your hand in your bag. Okay, everybody, you have your bag. You have your hand in your pocket, hand in your bag, and take out your cell phone.
Oh, ambil
and
handphone
I want you
rupanya.
guys, if you have not yet applied, I want you to scan this QR code right now and go to
Dicoba
the
yang udah daftar,
application
Bapak Ibunya
page.
mungkin iseng coba apa yang
Go to the
dilihat.
JIS application page. Can you see it? Guys, can you look around and see if we are who here is having trouble finding the JIS application page? Siapa yang harus dibantu untuk cari JIS application page? You got it? Okay, so if you have it, I want you to bookmark that page. I'm going to show you how to start your application. For those of you who started an application, thank you. And then now we're going to sit down. I hope you have the code. Sit down and keep looking at your phone. This is the one time we're going to ask you to keep looking at your phone because we want you to kind of walk with us as we show you how to go through the JIS application.
Oke, Bapak Ibu, di sini karena kami juga mendapat masukan bahwa ada beberapa yang kesulitan ketika mendaftar di aplikasi kami karena kami menggunakan aplikasi Open Apply. Jadi di sini sekarang kita akan pelan-pelan coba membukanya sehingga nanti jika ada kesulitan bisa langsung nanti dicoba lagi. Ini nanti Ibu Kat akan memandu Bapak Ibu untuk membuka Open Apply ini.
Okay, so first we're going to go to when you scan the QR code, you will get to the scholarship page on JISnet, right? Or not JISnet, but you'll get to the scholarship page on our website. Hang on a second, let me find that for you. I am challenged, Mr. Tavares. Oh, I see. There you go. So let's pretend that they're already on the scholarship page.
Apakah sudah buka,
and then you
Bapak
click
Ibu?
apply, right? You click apply. Please make sure that you are actually applying for the JIS Bhinneka Tunggal Ika Scholarship on the side.
Ya, pastikan Bapak Ibu membuka yang Bhinneka Tunggal Ika ya, bukan yang atas ya, karena ada 2, itu application form. Itu untuk yang regular. Jadi untuk BTI, klik yang ada tulisan BTI, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika.
So make sure that it says Bhinneka Tunggal Ika Scholarship Application Form. There are 5 sections to the form, and then you have to submit. Right? So the first page is all about the parents, untuk orang tua. Nama, email address, relationship. This is you making a registration for the application. Okay, so make sure you complete all the information, and then after page 1, you go on to page 2, which is about more information about the family, more information about the student. So we ask you questions like, where do you work? What's the family income, and so on. After that, you have to go on to page 3. And now this section needs to be filled out by the student. Okay, so please make sure you're going through all the sections because sometimes we see people who stop after page 1 and then they think it's done. It's not yet done. There are 5 pages and then you have to click submit. So the next section here, section 3, is about the students. So what activities they do, why do they want to be a Bhinneka Tunggal Ika scholar, which is a question that we want you to think about before you answer. You know, sometimes people will say, I want to go to JIS because I like friends. We all like friends, but we're not all going to be Bhinneka Tunggal Ika scholars because we like friends, right? So think about your answers to these questions. And then the next section is, say the next. And then you have to now upload or submit documents like your KTP, KK, rapor sekolah, ya.
Karena sekarang tidak ada UN, jadi tidak perlu UN kan ya, karena sekarang tidak ada UN. Jadi cukup yang langsung ke 4 ya, poin 4 yaitu raport.
Right, so we will upload that, and then finally, page 5, it's just a terms and conditions. So it just explains what the Bhinneka Tunggal Ika scholarship is, and say yes, I understand. Then you put your name in, and then you submit. Right?
Jangan lupa submit ya.
After you submit, then we will start contacting you. We will be calling. We will call you. We will email you to let you know what the next steps are. What other things you need to submit. Because remember, the application form is one part, and then we also have the video essay, and we have the principal reference as well. So please make sure you submit all 3 parts: the video essay, the reference from the principal,
Kepala
and then
sekolah.
the application form. If you need help, please contact us. We have our phone number. You can call us during the day. We are open until 3:30, Monday to Friday, and you can call us and ask us for help or ask questions about the scholarship. We will be happy to assist you.
Ya, jadi kalau Bapak Ibu ada pertanyaan bisa menghubungi telepon tersebut, tetapi ingat Bapak Ibu, semua undangan yang dikirim adalah melalui email. Ya, bukan telepon, bukan WA. Jadi kalau memang belum dapat email, tunggu atau coba refresh atau cek di spam. Biasanya kami akan selalu mengirimkan semua informasi melalui email. Nah, sekarang sebagai yang pertama, 3 tadi yang tadi Ibu Kat katakan, pastikan Bapak Ibu menyelesaikan aplikasi formnya tadi hingga submit ya, yaitu halaman ke-5, pastikan semuanya terisi, lalu upload video dan juga rekomendasi dari kepala sekolah. Begitu. Jadi kalaupun misalnya ada masalah dengan kepala sekolah, bisa nanti telepon ke JIS apa kendalanya. Tapi harusnya sih kepala sekolah semua sudah tahu karena ini merupakan hasil kerjasama dengan Dinas Pendidikan DKI Jakarta. Tapi mungkin kemarin saya juga ada lihat ada dari Bogor, Tangerang yang juga mendaftar. Kalau memang ada kendala bisa dikomunikasikan kepada kami. Kurang lebih begitu.
Right.
Okay.
So 3 points ya. Please make sure you submit the Bhinneka Tunggal Ika application form. Please make sure you submit the other requirements. And if you need help, please call JIS Admissions, JIS Scholarships. The number is on the website, so you can always contact us. Okay? One question we always get asked, Ibu Dina, is do we have to pay for the application fee?
Tidak ada. Sama sekali tidak ada bayaran. Semuanya gratis karena ini memang program yang diperuntukkan untuk meningkatkan pendidikan di DKI Jakarta. Tepuk tangan dulu ya.
Okay. So jelas?
Cukup
I
jelas.
hope so. With that said, let's see what's next on our program. With that said, that was our application demo. We're here to answer questions, and I know that a lot of you have sent in questions in advance. What we're going to do is we're going to read out the questions that were sent in advance, and then because the questions that we received are very common questions, we get asked those questions a lot. If you have additional questions, you'll have an opportunity to talk to us one-on-one or to talk to your tour leaders one-on-one to ask about the scholarship and the questions that you might have.
Ya, jadi Bapak Ibu, sekarang adalah sesi tanya jawab. Tetapi kami hanya menjawab pertanyaan yang Bapak Ibu sebelumnya sudah tuliskan di Google Form. Tapi mungkin tidak semua, karena setengah dari pertanyaan di situ sepertinya tadi sudah kami jawab di presentasi ya. Nanti ada beberapa yang memang mungkin belum terjawab akan kami bacakan. Jika nanti Bapak Ibu masih punya pertanyaan, dapat ditanyakan ketika nanti kita akan melakukan school tour. Jadi setelah ini Bapak Ibu akan jalan-jalan di JIS, lihat-lihat, mungkin tidak semuanya dilihat karena ada 17 hektar Bapak Ibu, bisa pegel. Saya aja masih nyasar-nyasar kadang-kadang. Jadi nanti kita akan lihat hanya di daerah SMA aja. Nanti mungkin ketika kita tour, silahkan Bapak Ibu kalau ada pertanyaan. Tapi mungkin jangan yang terlalu personal yang menyangkut keluarga atau anak ya, karena nanti kasihan yang lain nanti pengen nanya juga. Lalu kemudian ketika nanti kita school tour, mungkin Bapak Ibu akan ada lihat anak-anak kami lagi menggunakan fasilitas ini. Mohon hati-hati kalau mengambil foto. Ya, tidak diperbolehkan mengambil foto yang sampai terkena wajah anak-anak JIS, karena kami harus menghormati undang-undang perlindungan pada anak. Ya, kalaupun mengambil foto silahkan mungkin yang backgroundnya kosong atau backgroundnya pohon atau gedung, gitu. Oke, questions.
So here are the questions, some of the questions that we get asked. Mr. Tavares is going to help us answer the questions, and then of course Miss Dina, right?
Okay.
Here's a good question. Can you apply for the scholarship while you're applying for other schools? Of course.
Yeah, it's a very good question that we get asked. The application process is maybe a competitive process. I think Ms. Kat and Ibu Dina have talked about how we will probably select 2 or 3 students for next year, and you can imagine that there are more than 2 or 3 students who will apply. So we fully expect that students might apply to other schools while they're applying for the BTI scholarship. In fact, we would encourage you to make sure that you have plans for next school year. But we certainly wish you the best of luck when you're applying. But it is totally normal to have other plans for next school year. So I think that's a good first question is, Are you allowed to have plans for...
Jadi boleh ya Bapak Ibu kalau mau daftar tempat-tempat lain juga boleh. Karena beberapa kemarin juga ada yang nanya, Bu Dina saya nunggu nih kok belum ada kabar. Soalnya yang ini sudah memberi kabar, saya terusin aja atau gimana? Biasanya saya akan jawab, terusin aja Bu. Ya, karena jangan terlalu nanti harapin yang ini dilepas malah nggak dapat dua-duanya. Jadi monggo silahkan ikuti semua yang Bapak Ibu rasakan atau anak-anak rasakan bagus untuk masa depan, silahkan daftar, boleh.
Thank you.
Okay, next question.
Okay, next question. How's the campus life?
Oh.
Yeah, I think what you would find at the school, I know that today is a weekend and there are not many students here. I also know it was a rainy day. So, but I would say on this campus, especially when I'm talking about the high school, there are about 850 students. We have over 100 faculty, and we have many other adults who are part of this community. So what I would say, and Ibu Dina, maybe you will agree, that this campus is full of life. This campus is full of positive energy. Students at this school have a lot of interests, and they find community. That's what some of the students were saying earlier. So I think you will hear laughter on this campus. I think you will hear a lot of socializing and different languages being spoken at this school. I think if you come here after school, you'll see students playing sports or really finding just time of hanging out. I think during the school day, you will find campus life is full of students exploring, learning, listening, sharing. This is a school that is there are a lot of things happening at every moment, and I think it's a very exciting school because of all the diversity that happens throughout the day.
Jadi yang menarik di JIS, hampir 8 tahun saya di sini adalah anak-anak berkesempatan kenalan dengan berbagai teman dari berbagai negara. Di sini ada 65 kebangsaan yang bersekolah di JIS. Jadi ini adalah sebuah kesempatan yang besar untuk anak-anak membangun networking. Sekarang kan kita perlunya networking ya Bapak Ibu, nggak perlu pinter banget, tapi ketika anak ini mampu bersosialisasi, membangun networking, disitulah semua kesempatan terbuka. Makanya tadi Pak Jo bilang banyak tertawanya, iya. Jadi Bapak Ibu silahkan anak-anaknya tuh di sini bisa mengasah kemampuannya, mengasah minatnya, karena tadi semuanya bisa dipilih. Terutama di kelas 11-12 itu sudah seperti prakuliah, kalau saya bisa cerita gimana dunia perkuliahan, kurang lebih nanti akan dirasakan di kelas 11-12 di mana anak-anak akan seperti prakuliah dan semuanya moving class. Kurang lebih seperti itu.
Next question. I'm already in grade 10. why do I have to go to grade 10 again?
Yes.
Okay. It's a very
good question.
Yeah, it's a very good question. So some of the students who are here with us today might be in a different grade level, and some of the students who are watching this video might be in a different grade level. Since we began the Bhinneka Tunggal Ika program about 5 years ago, we made a decision that we would have all of our students either start in grade 9 or in grade 10. And so if you were in grade 10, you might have a question of, why would I begin at JIS in grade 10? So let me talk a little bit about that, if this is your situation. We want to make sure that your experience at JIS is positive. We want to make sure that you come into our community having an opportunity to maybe improve your English, maybe get used to the academics, to take advantage of our courses, of our activities. You will find that in grade 11 and 12, you might be taking courses that are at the university level. And we want to make sure that we support our students, especially in grade 10, for that transition to our school. So maybe you will be in grade 9 and you will go into grade 10, but if you are a grade 10 student and looking to come join us as a BTI scholar, I would be honest with you that the situation might be that you will be joining us in grade 10. And we talk to students and families to make sure that they feel comfortable and that they understand why that process is. Ibu Dina, maybe you can just...
Jadi Bapak Ibu, memang kan kami membukanya kelas 9 dan 10, tapi kami juga membuka kesempatan itu untuk anak SMA kelas 10. Jadi kalau diterima, Bu Dina sekarang kelas 10, diterima nanti Agustus, apakah mengulang? Iya. Makanya itu akan kami tanyakan lagi ke orang tua, keberatan nggak? Anaknya juga keberatan nggak? Kenapa harus mengulang? Karena anak-anak ini harus menyesuaikan juga dengan sistem. Jangan sampai nanti ada culture shock, itu yang utama juga. Yang berikutnya tadi, caranya atau sistemnya kan berbeda dan menyesuaikan diri dengan bahasa Inggris setiap hari, mata pelajaran setiap hari bahasa Inggris dan sistem. Karena nanti di 11-12 tidak bisa lagi ada waktu untuk menyesuaikan diri. Itu udah kayak prakuliah. Tadi saya juga jelasin prakuliah. Udah lepas landas. Jadi 10 ini adalah masanya anak-anak ini mempersiapkan diri. Jadi jika nanti dari SMP tentu tidak masalah dari 9 ke 10. Tapi memungkinkan nggak? Is it possible if they are coming from grade 8 going to grade 9? Sorry, from grade 9 going to grade 10, but we ask them to repeat grade 9. Is there any possibility also?
It's also possible.
Yeah, it's possible. We will have conversations with each student and
Bisa
family.
juga dari Bapak Ibu. Misalnya anak ini kelas 9. Lolos nih masuk JIS, berarti kan harusnya kelas 10. Tapi ketika didiskusikan dengan tim dari BTI merasakan kayaknya anak ini harus dulu ke kelas 9, jangan kelas 10. Itu pun bisa terjadi dan itu pernah ada. Jadi kurang lebih itu semuanya dipertimbangkan.
Okay, I have 2 questions here.
Next question, waktunya.
I have 2 questions here.
Okay.
One is, what time does the school start and what time does it end? That's very easy, 7:30 to 3 o'clock p.m., Monday to Friday. And then there are activities after school, right? So after 3 o'clock, there are activities. And then the second question, which always comes up in these question and answer sessions, is that can I wear a hijab to school?
Oke, jam pelajaran 7.30 sampai jam 3, Senin sampai Jumat. Setelah itu ekskul, ya, for 1 hour for the ekskul, right? 3 sampai 4. Jadi jam 4 biasanya sudah selesai, walaupun ada 1-2 anak yang masih stay. Kadang-kadang harus lama gitu karena saking senengnya. Kemudian pertanyaan adalah apakah boleh memakai hijab? Boleh banget. Ya, kami sangat toleransi di sini. Silahkan, tidak ada larangan untuk menggunakan hijab selagi itu masih dalam norma-norma yang bisa kita terima. Kurang lebih begitu, tidak masalah. Bahkan kami punya musola untuk anak-anak kalau mau sholat.
Okay, so two more questions and then we'll go with the last question. Okay, so basically 3 questions.
Okay.
So the first question is, hang on, let me just get this straight. Is this really for free?
Yes.
Yeah, this is probably the most common question we get. I think we talked earlier about the application fee. There is no application fee. Tuition is free.
No interview fee.
Yeah, there's no interview fee. There's no, in terms of, we provide support with food and some other. So you will find at JIS that the BTI scholarship is genuinely a true full scholarship. So I know that people will sometimes ask, is there some other costs?
Or maybe about the books. Uniform.
Books? We actually provide all of our students with a laptop for free. So this is not a this is a true scholarship in which all
Yeah.
those key expenses are covered.
Jadi beasiswa dalam arti sesungguhnya Bapak Ibu, buku-buku semua kami pinjamkan, dan karena kami berbasis juga Apple School ya, jadi kami fasilitasi dengan MacBook, dan itu untuk anak-anak belajar kami pinjamkan. Kalau rusak apa semuanya servis juga kami akan penuhi. Lalu yang lain-lainnya semua fasilitas sudah kami sediakan. Jadi ini benar-benar free, tidak ada bayaran sama sekali. Yes.
And then the second to the last question, penultimate question. Mr.
Okay,
Dr.
second for the
Tavares,
last question,
is,
okay.
The penultimate question is, will this scholarship continue every year, and what happens if my grades are not fantastic?
Oh, Pak
Yeah,
Jo.
this is a very common question as well. I think, I hope the point that we made earlier is we really care a lot about making sure that your transition to our school is successful. So we made the point earlier that when we talk about academics, we don't expect a student to have all A's or A stars at our school when we select students. That's not the idea. We are looking for students with potential. But the idea is potential. If you are struggling academically at JIS, this is where we want to figure out what support we can provide you with. This is very common. All of our students, we will talk about how can we support you? What are you struggling in? What is going well? So are you struggling with math? Are you struggling in science? Are you struggling in another class? What can we do to support you? So the idea is once you are admitted to JIS, we want you to graduate from our school, and we will do everything that we can to support you. The idea of can I lose the scholarship, that's not our objective with this. Our objective is to figure out how do we support. So please don't worry, that is not the idea. We have had many students at our school struggle in different classes, but the idea, and this is one of our values as a school, is about resilience, about being resourceful. So we will figure out what resources you might need, but really what we're looking for is students who are motivated and who are willing to struggle maybe a little bit, but they will want to be successful. So we do not look at the perfect grades. That's not the idea of the Bhinneka Tunggal Scholarship. The idea is that you will work to do your personal best.
Ya, jadi Bapak Ibu, kami mengerti kekhawatiran ya. Kalau misalnya ternyata nilainya tidak bagus, apa mungkin di tengah-tengah jadi berhenti gitu kan? Akhirnya kami harus lanjut lagi keluar ke sekolah yang lain. Tidak ada, kami tidak mempunyai pemikiran akan berhenti di tengah. Pemikiran kami adalah ketika anak ini mungkin ada yang berjuang di salah satu mata pelajaran atau salah dua, kami akan bantu. Gimana nih caranya? Itulah bentuk tadi partnership dengan orang tua. Gimana kita diskusi dengan orang tua, anak ini mungkin kelebihannya di sosial, tapi matematikanya kayaknya perjuangannya penuh dengan berdarah-darah misalnya. Nggak apa-apa, justru kita hanya ingin melihat bagaimana anak ini berusaha, bekerja keras, pantang menyerah. Ya udah, ayo nanti sekolah akan bantu, orang tua juga support, kita temukan solusi untuk anak ini. Jadi kami pastikan jika anak ini menerima beasiswa, anak ini lulus dari JIS.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the final question that we have is, can you share a success story from one of the scholars who has been previously awarded the scholarship? A success story. I can think of one, Mr. Tavares.
Okay.
Dr. Tavares.
Yeah.
So we have 3 students
Yes, 3
who
students.
graduated already, right? So some of our students have been awarded scholarships from overseas universities, as we shared previously. That's a success story. They're continuing their education in a school that they like, supported by the school. So that is a major, major thing. So for them, that is part of their success, but we also believe that their story will continue. You know, high school is not the end of your career, right?
Education.
High school is not the peak of your performance. So what we believe is that we've laid the foundation down for you here at JIS, and then you write your own story. And then our hope is that in 10 years, you come back and as the CEO maybe of a company as big as Gojek.
Gojek.
Or maybe you're going to be representing your city in the parliament, right? So right now, because the scholarship is only 4 years old, 5 years old,
5 years.
those success stories of the future have not yet been written. But all of you here are going to be part of that. And you're going to write your own story.
Ya, jadi sukses story-nya tentu saja tadi Bapak Ibu yang sudah berhasil ya masuk ke Toronto maupun tadi salah satu kampus di Republik Ceko dan tadi ITB pun bisa berhasil melalui jalur prestasi dan bahkan kemudian berhasil mendapatkan beasiswa penuh dari universitas di Tokyo. Sukses story-nya tentu akan terus berkelanjutan karena kami baru memasuki tahun ini adalah tahun ke-6. Jadi mudah-mudahan anak Bapak Ibu menjadi salah satu pemenang beasiswa dan meneruskan kisah-kisah suksesnya itu. Ya, oke.
So, with that said, I think one
Yes.
of our students here wants to greet you good luck before
Ya,
we go off
semoga
on our tour.
sukses.
Semoga success.
Come on.
Oh, yes, of course. And then, so they're going to wish you well. They're going to wish you good luck. And then we're going on an adventure. We're going around the JIS campus. Siapa yang sudah visit JIS before?
Siapa yang sudah
Has
pernah datang ke
anyone
JIS
been at
sebelumnya?
before? Oh, yes,
Oh,
Papa.
ada satu.
So, even I, who have been at JIS for 15 years, I still get lost every time I go
Me
around the
too.
campus. So please make sure that you follow your leader when we walk around the campus today. And I think Ibu Dina already mentioned, feel free to take photos, feel free to take videos, but please avoid taking or do not take pictures of our students' faces. Maybe not even of our faces. I'm shy. So avoid taking pictures of people's faces. And then we are not coming back to this space. So when we leave, please make sure that you bring all your things with you. After our students greet you good luck, our tour leaders will come up and will organize us into little groups, and then we'll walk around the campus and explore JIS, okay?
Baik Bapak Ibu, setelah ini kita akan school tour dengan anak-anak ini, lalu nanti setelahnya kita akan langsung pulang.
Alright.
Oke, Bapak Ibu terima kasih atas kehadirannya di sini. Salam sehat, semoga sukses dan bertemu kembali di Activity Day 1. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So before you go, our students have some parting words for you.
Oh, ada ucapan spesial. Silakan.
Okay, so guys, I know you're feeling a lot of feelings right now. You may be nervous, you may be a bit scared. What does the future hold, you know, for me? So for that, I want to say, feel that nerve, literally feel that fear. That is what is going to make this experience memorable, and that's what's going to make this very, very unforgettable and special for all of you. So, if you do you have anything to add?
I guess one thing that I want to say is that all of you in here, you are amazing students. And one thing that I learned in my business class, you all have the unique selling proposition. So you need to show that. You need to show one aspect of yourself that make you different from other students. And in the video, I say it's the time for you to show yourself. Show what you're passionate about. What are you gonna do? What's your plan for the future? So yeah.
Maybe adding for two of my friends. Yeah, what Ahmad said itself, just feel the fear. It's okay. Everybody feel that. Even I'm standing in here also feel nervous as well for a moment. But yeah, I mean, I didn't take that fear as weaknesses. I just go through it, and that's exactly what you guys gonna be doing right now. So, Edward.
Oke, jadi dinikmati.
So, without further ado, buckle up. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, oke. So, shall we go?
Thank you so much, everybody. What we're going to do now is we're going to call on some group numbers. Ada tulisan di name tag.
Oh ya, Bapak Ibu di itunya sudah ada ya, grupnya di ID-nya.
Okay, so group 1. Grup 1.
Oh, perlu dibawa begini nggak? Grup 1.
Group 1, Ibu Brittany, do you want to take group 1? Ibu Brittany will take group 1.
Saya buka ini. Enggak. No, buka ini.
No, we still have our mics. Take them.